Hi guys, and welcome to All About the Philippines. Now, we've all heard about all the various love scams going on in the Philippines, and there's quite a few of those around. And I've certainly done several videos on those love scams on my channel. But there is another ingenious way that Filipinas can actually do a love scam on a foreign man without many of those men even realizing that he's being scammed by this beautiful Filipina. So in this short video, I'll break that down for you how that can actually happen. But before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and turn on the notification bell to get more videos. Here we go. So, as we know, guys, many province girls will go to the big cities like Manila in order to get employment, to get work, to get money to send home to their families. And that's a very common thing that goes on. But what we don't realize is some of those girls are also there not just to work and send money home, but they go to the big cities specifically to get a job in one of the big malls in, say, Manila or down in Cebu, and they get jobs in those big department stores because they're looking for foreign men. Now, what she's really looking for is a man who she can say she's having a relationship with him, or let him think that she's having a relationship with him, in order to get money on a monthly basis sent from that foreign man to her under the guise that she's in a relationship with him, and that man will absolutely believe that 100%. Now, the Filipina will be looking for a vulnerable man, so maybe either an elderly man who's come to the Philippines for a holiday and might be very lonely, or she could be looking for a man who's come to the Philippines for the first time on a bit of a holiday, and that he might be very naive to the way things work in the Philippines, especially around Filipinas. And when she sees this foreign man approaching, she just gives him a little bit of a smile. So he thinks, oh, there might be an opportunity here. So he may then go up and start a conversation with this beautiful young Filipina. But he thinks he's making the first move when actually she has lured him into her web of deceit without him even realizing it. And she'll be smiling at him and she'll be open to conversation with him. And really what she's thinking is, here is my opportunity to get some good money from this man, and maybe for many months to come. So as they're having this conversation in the department store where this beautiful young Filipina works, the foreign man may suggest to the Filipina they go for a cup of coffee or some lunch, and she will eagerly accept that invitation, wanting to get to know him a little bit more in order to be able to pull the strings to get that money that she so desperately wants. And that was the real reason she's left her province to go to the city to try and find such a man. And while they're at lunch, this beautiful Filipina, she will use all her charm and she will smile, she'll say the right thing to this man, and he will start to think that she's a lovely young Filipina and he would like to be in a relationship with her. So he might even offer at this point to take her with him for the rest of his vacation. It might be 2 or 3 weeks, to some beautiful islands and look around the Philippines a bit, which of course she's going to jump at, even if it means leaving her job, because the job wasn't the first priority. The first priority was getting a foreign man to send money home, and probably as much money or more than what she would earn in the Philippines working. Because remember, guys, in the Philippines, in the cities, for example, an average wage there might be around 10 to 15 or 16,000 pesos per month. So that's around about 400 Australian dollars a month, which might be about 350 US a month. And for many men, that's quite affordable. And this Filipina knows very much that it is affordable for a foreign man, if he's in love with her, to send that money to her every month, and she won't have to do any work as such. And she can go back to the province and be with her family and still get a good income. So that can be the mindset of the Filipina. Now let me say at this point in time that not all Filipinas do this, and there are some lovely Filipinas working in the shops there who are genuine. But you've got to really look and watch for the red flags as you're going through, and not be so gullible in case you do come across a Filipina who's working in a department store in one of the big cities, and they might be going to take you for a hell of a ride, as well as play with your emotions in order to get what she wants. So she'll say, okay, she'll take you up on the offer, and she will say, I'll go with you for the rest of your vacation for the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'll just leave my job, but I'll go with you. Now that's a red flag straight away. Why is a genuine Filipina going to leave her job? This is a lifeline to her in the Philippines. This is a job she needs for many, many months or years to come. And a genuine Filipina is not going to jeopardize that just for 2 or 3 weeks holiday with you, unless she feels she's going to get something much, much more in the long term. So you guys go off together, you go to a tropical island around the Philippines there, and there's many islands, there's beautiful islands, and things get a little bit romantic, and she's trotting around the swimming pool in her bikini and showing off her figure, and then she jumps into bed with you, and you're thinking, oh my God, I could never have this type of woman at home, and you start to fall in love with this beautiful young Filipina, and you start buying her things. You might buy her some jewelry, and you might offer to help out with tuition fees or send money home to her once you're gone on a regular basis. And she's thinking to herself, I've got him where I want him now. I don't have to work, and I'm going to get good money, and I can spend time at home with my family. And maybe she's even got a kid back home in her province, or maybe, and just maybe, she might even be married in the province, and this has all been one elaborate scam that you think that you initiated, but in reality, she drew you in, and she had her plan set, and you're now a victim of her plan, and you've been scammed by this beautiful Filipina working in the department store in one of the big cities in the Philippines. And it might take you 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, who knows how long, to finally work out that you have been played, and it is certainly going to make you feel like a fool. So guys, what I'm saying here, if you're especially new to the Philippines, you've got to use your common sense. And you've got to think to yourself, why is a woman going to toss in her job in the Philippines, where there's no government support if you fall on hard times, just to go away with you for 2 or 3 weeks and lose her job? It's not going to happen unless she's got an ulterior motive. Sure, you might have had the time of your life there in the Philippines with this young lady, but it was all pre-designed to relieve you of money on a regular basis. So don't think that she's in love with you. She's just getting what she wants from you in order to have a decent life in the Philippines. And again, I want to reiterate, it's not all Filipinas working in shopping centres that will do this, but there is some that do go from the province with this specially in mind. So you can also find some wonderful, lovely, genuine Filipinas there in the department stores in the Philippines. So don't let that put you off, but this is just a warning to say this does happen. So keep your eyes open, use your common sense, look for the red flags so you know the difference between a genuine Filipina and one who's out to scam you and take your money. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a big thumbs up. I'd like to hear your comments around this as well. If you've ever come across this situation, or you know anyone that's been in this situation where they've gone to the Philippines and they've been suckered in by a shop assistant, and let me know how that turned out. And also, don't forget to share the video around with all your networks. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell to get more videos. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I appreciate all your support. Take care, and bye for now.